What's going on? Today we're going to be checking out FC 26 and I'm going to be giving you a brutal, unfiltered review because over the years, EA Sports have basically let the community down, and as much as they say one thing, they might do another. So I'm going to be non-biased and I'm going to give you the truth. Let's check it out. So if you're looking to enjoy the last few months of the game cycle but need some coins, head over to MMOEXP.com and make sure to use my code Fuji on the website to get 10% bonus coins and the 8% discount my code provides. Very good service. Link in the description. Check them out. So I'm going to watch the trailer with you, but the first thing that I need to mention is that I have seen other content creators going crazy, like they're suggesting that this is the best. They're going to be brought back because of the trailer. Well, you're going to be playing the game anyway. Like, I don't even know who you're trying to sell the game to, but let's be realistic now. Like, literally, FC 26 is on the same engine as FC 25. So, without watching this, it tells you everything that the game isn't going to be drastically different. It will be once they change the engine and bring in a brand new feature, which is most likely open world or something that maybe they've been working on behind the scenes, and that's going to be the next step in the franchise. But with what I can see, just for now, it's still on the same engine, so it's more or less like a filler FC until the next big one. Will it be good though? Let's find out. So they start off by showing some gameplay, which is great. Like, that's the first time they've ever done that on an EA trailer, if I recall. So they're giving you a little glimpse as to what you should expect. But the first thing is fixed tackles. Now, I'd love to sit here and the wool being pulled over my eyes, and it sounds all good, but these types of gameplay changes can get reverted within an instant. One patch and it fixes everything. And that's why I cannot believe this for a second. Because they had the opportunity to do this during FC 25, just increase the percentage of coming away with the ball, but they choose to leave those rebounds in the game. And that's another thing why, like, a lot of the time the game does feel like a bit more of a chore because you're battling against the mechanics and it's just not natural. You don't want to have that in the back of your mind that, you know, you guess the play and it goes against you. You want that patch, I believe it was FIFA 19, where you lock into the play and little to no rebound. It was a beautiful experience. So that there, I'm a little bit more hesitant to believe that that's going to be the God's honest truth from EA Sports, but you never know. Maybe within the first couple of months it's going to be great, and that's what you're buying the game for. First 2 months before the meta is discovered, it's unbelievable. But I'd like to see them being a bit more proactive. Like, if we've had issues with the game, fix it with a patch. Like, if we suggest, like at the start of the game, we want more consistency with the tackles, make that change. But anything to improve, the gameplay when it comes to, you know, recovering the ball, yes, please, it will be less stressful. But let's continue. Make the gameplay faster, make the gameplay more authentic. And as you can see here, choose your experience, competitive or authentic. And it tells me that offline modes will most likely have authentic, and then the competitive is going to be part of Ultimate Team. But I could be completely wrong with this. Maybe they've found a way to, like, give you two versions inside of Ultimate Team. I mean, look at precision shooting, you know, a different way of playing the game. But I don't want that disparity. I want everyone to have the same setting, one glove fits all, and you just have to learn it. But that's interesting. But I'm obviously taking the competitive gameplay side of things. Who wouldn't? Is that Trinity Rodman? She was at Wimbledon the other day watching Ben Shelton, and we're wanting more agility. I think, to be honest, EA, the idea is that we would like it on the ball, not off the ball, because we ain't going to be able to feel that. But if it's something where it's going to be improving the player runs, because on FC 25, this FC IQ system with the rolls and the movement, it was a very strict path, and they didn't really go off of it. And at times, you would have inside forwards, and they'd still be sort of acting not necessarily as much as a winger, but they wouldn't make that aggressive run inside when they really should, and it would be a bit more of a 50-50. So I want to see more customization when it comes to that, but more agility, fair enough. Like, we're going to have to see what this means necessarily, but just improve the movement, the runs, and that gives you more creativity when you're playing. So could be a nice upgrade or nice addition to the game. That little fancy flick is nice though. That kind of movement there is definitely something that I'm interested in myself. Like, that's how I want to play, like, just fancy and deft touches. But did you see it? We might have to rewind this. What was wrong with this clip? They are saying more pace, and fair enough, you know, Kylian Mbappe should be one of the quickest players on the game to get through, but that wasn't the problem. What the problem was is the secondary defender. How many times have you put through an amazing pass for the AI on your opponent's team to come across and just naturally get drawn into the play. And this is the problem that I have personally with FC25, and it gets on my nerves because it allows people just to aimlessly run around with their CDMs and not really get punished. They can overextend with the centre back, they can run around with the CDM, and they just know that they're going to get bailed out to some degree. And it drives me mad. If, however, you switched into that centre back and you read the play and you kept them running, then you should recover. But if you don't actively make those micro movements and manage your centre backs in a position where someone's put a great through ball and they're running in behind, that's where you shouldn't feel any speed whatsoever. And the game should come down to a speed race. Not all the time, but in that play specifically, there shouldn't be any congestion whatsoever. So that still looks very similar to FC25, in my opinion. EA, fix it. Fluid dribbling. I mean, I'd take that, yeah. And one thing I want to say, Musiala, get well soon. Because that injury weren't nice. And for someone with so much potential, and super young, yeah, it's not a good one. It could actually affect his whole career. But what I want to mention right now is that it's all well and good adding these types of gameplay features in the game, but it doesn't really mean that you're always going to be able to access that, because EA Sports cannot fix the two differences of responsive gameplay and whatever causes that slow, bad gameplay. And that's been in the game for so many years. I feel like unless EA are going to be building a brand new game from the ground up, we're still going to have that problem. So one day good, one day bad, or you know how it is. But fluid dribbling, any mechanic to improve that feeling of not having the lethargic like lunge, or, you know, give me the free reins, let me worm through and dribble properly. So that's promising that we can get in between. And I do like how they're showing like the weak foot and stuff. Maybe you can pick, like, if you're going to take it with your left foot or right foot. I mean, that would be nice. I think they should have that feature, like a little function button. But it looks good, yeah? I like that. Is that me losing my head in foot champions? No, it's every single one of us. And that's the issue when it comes to the goalkeepers. They parry it. They find the opponent's attacker time and time again. And this is where, like, I find it comical, because a goalkeeper overhaul yet again. They said the same thing last year. They could simply fix this with an update of just giving the goalkeeper 99 handling and it traps the ball like instantly if it's near them, or at least parry it and give away a corner. But they choose not to. Like every year they feed us like the same crap, to be honest, and the goalkeepers are still exactly the same, if not worse. And then they go off on a tangent and they are suggesting like, oh, we've got increased movement, or they're going to be better in some situations. We don't really necessarily want that. When we're through on goal and we've created a good opportunity after a bit of tiki-taka passing, we want to be able to finish that. We don't want the goalkeeper to step up and, you know, AI save it, because there's no skill involved. What we want are the basic fundamentals to be correct. So if, for whatever reason, it's a half chance from your opponent, okay, you know, goalkeeper, at least do something. Don't just parry it back to them. We just want to see the basics be right. That's all. We don't want super juice goalkeepers, so this does scare me a little bit. But as long as they fix the rebounds, fantastic. Well, you better fix it this time. Hey, what's this? Passing? Passing was on 35%. No wonder we couldn't link up. But that is genuinely looking real nice. And this does remind me of that FIFA 17, or even before that era, when we had like FIFA 14, tiki-taka. Like, that's what was enjoyable. The arcade feel of being able to basically ping-pong pass and feel untouchable, get through with some nice actual football, instead of having to use these stupid mechanics to increase the speed, like LB boost or Borel sprint. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to necessarily break the mechanics. We just want to naturally play and enjoy the beautiful game, which is pass around, pass or move. But the competitive settings are suggested it's going to be upgraded to 90, so 90% passing. Like, is that really back? Like, are we still going to have the need for the tiki-taka passing playstyle and like incisive, or are they just going to allow us to be able to pass quickly? Oh, I mean, that would be a dream. Obviously, everything's subject to the gameplay and how quickly they're going to allow you to pass. But what I want to explain, like, if the gameplay is just naturally very fast when it's good, in worse conditions, it's going to feel quicker anyway. And that's where like the animations that they've added over the years makes the game just generally worse, and they need to just strip everything back, keep it basic, because obviously you can't fix the fundamental, whatever is wrong with it. So allow us a nice level playing field, nice and clean, one or two animations here or there. We don't need people tripping over each other, just nice and clean. So increasing the passing speed to 80, 90%, fantastic. Ping pong pass, quick, simple, boom, boom, boom. No lethargic touch. Thank you. So it looks like we're going to be getting some new skill moves added to the game. That first one was rapid, to be fair. In fact, all three of them are amazing. I'll play that again. But yeah, they were really, really good. I like the rainbow flick as well, or whatever they called it. That was naughty. Yeah, I'm probably going to be like really OP, especially if you catch someone out that doesn't know what you're doing with the tricksters. I think I was hitting a few of those at the start of the game. Yeah, they were really, really nice. Low-driven power shot. Now we're talking. That's nice. That's a realistic thing to add to the game, and it should give us the ability to be able to play those types of shots. And I like this feature because it's more or less burnt into the game. You know, even if there are some issues from one day to the next, this mechanic won't change. Like, you'll still have that mechanic available to take that type of shot on. So this is a nice gameplay feature improvement. Low-driven power shot. I wonder how long it's going to last for, though, because if you look back at FC25, the power shot meta with Hamshik that I had, luckily, it was too good, and then EA just nerfed it into the ground. So I think this is going to be great for maybe the first couple of months or so. Being a new feature, they're going to want people to test it out, and then after that, they'll probably drop a patch and ruin it, like always. But I look forward to trying it. It's my kind of shot. And any changes to career modes, yeah, bring them in. I feel like they can only do so much. Like, if you really are a career mode expert, you're going to want to be playing like FM anyway to have more features. But it's still nice that they're going to be at least doing something with the mode and just not like neglect it for another year. But we do have this on the ball physicality. Like, Jesus, man. I'm hoping it's not as serious as, I think it was like FIFA 17 or 18, where it was like pass shield, pass shield. Like, that was, I don't think you guys remember, do you? That was unbearable to play. So I'm hoping it's not going to be the case of like you read the play properly, you time a tackle, and they're just going to shield you and barge you in the face. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. This is going way too fast. I'm going to have to pause it right now. But we've got new icons coming to the game. That was already leaked. So I'm looking forward to Totti and then Hero De Rossi. It's going to be nice. Some great Italians there. We also have introducing archetypes, which is cool. Any of those new gameplay features, I'm all for, just to make it feel fresh. With something to do with the kits there. They're not going to be showing them. The gatekeeping. Now, the truth is they probably don't have the licenses yet, and it opens up like during the beta or maybe when the new game obviously drops. But we've got be a goalkeeper modes, and from what I can tell here, this is inside of Rush. I doubt they're going to allow you to be a goalkeeper in Foot Champions. But this is kind of concerning because you already know how many idiots play the Rush mode. Like, you call for a ball and they don't even pass it to you and it's an open net. So I don't know if I could trust some random being a goalkeeper and doing a good job. But if you're playing with your mates, of course, you know, you can be a bit more reasonable there. We also have inverted fullbacks or inverted wingbacks. That's cool. That's going to be interesting. Maybe it'd be part of like the new meta. So yeah, we'll look forward to that. We've got precision header. Now, this is one where I don't really understand it because basically headers inside of Ultimate Team are manual anyway. So how can you have like precision manual? Like manual? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you're improving a manual shot, then it isn't manual. It's going to be more like assisted. So maybe precision header is going to give you a little bit more assistance towards goal. But that's all obviously going to make corners better and just the aerial like prowess of the game. So yeah, maybe that could be a good feature or a bad feature. Now, this one is what I'm more interested about. Everything else, remove. But the two main features that I like the look of, quicker passing and one frame passing. Thank you very much, because when I do press first time passes and just in general, like I want to speed up my game, it does seem like the player wants to purposely take an extra touch or like turn and move the body weight. I don't want that. I want one frame passing. Press, pass, bang. That's it. So this is looking, yeah, really promising, to be fair, if they can, you know, nail it and everything feels smooth. We did have simplified skill moves as well. So sorry. That's nice. Maybe it's like one button skills with like tricks to players. And then we've got signature perks, which I'm guessing is just based off of like IRL. And it's an extra, not just play styles. It's just going to be more characteristics. That's, yeah, again, that's cool. Make players feel even more OP. That's a nice touch though from EA, I must say. High contrast mode. So if you're like visually impaired, in fact, I can see that better. I might have to run that this year. That's kind of nice. I prefer it to just the green. It looks kind of cool. And then we've got rebalance formations. Now, I believe this when I see it because the 4-2-1-3 ruined the game for a lot of people. So are we going to really see that just being patched, or what does this mean necessarily? Rebalance formations. EA and balance doesn't go hand in hand. So have they just nerfed the most OP ones and it's going to, open up the doors for all the other ones to be used? Maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. Ultimate Team tournaments. Fantastic. Now, as you know, or if you don't know, they've got rid of the FUT Champs playoffs. So during the week, you won't have anything extra to play in that sense. But if they're going to be bringing in these tournaments, and I did see some leaks where you've got like a competitive one and more of a friendly, fantastic. Give us really good rewards as well. Or not, they don't necessarily have to be really good rewards, but something over time that you can collect and you can obviously redeem that currency. And give us, some nice cards, maybe some Evo token slots for free. That's going to be adding, more players to the game for sure. Gives you something to do. Now, this might be overlooked by a lot of people, but I tell you what, I haven't been able to find a good camera since, I think, like FIFA 18, FIFA 19. I don't know what they changed necessarily, but I'm either too zoomed out or too zoomed in. I can never find like a nice balance, or maybe like the camera pan doesn't like suit exactly what I want. So I will definitely try this out, like no joke. So for competitive camera, yes, I want to see more of the pitch, more player roles. Now, this is where it's a bit of a dodgy subject because the player roles at this stage of the game, they don't even feel good. And we've had, a whole year of player roles. They just don't really work as good as they should. Like I mentioned earlier, they're on a strict pattern. Like they only move up a little bit or move up there. There's no like real fluidity, and that's what makes the game feel a bit stale. But more player roles, maybe they should just improve the ones that they've already got. So from what we've seen there, the trailer itself is good, but I'm not going to be sitting here hyping it up, suggesting that everything's going to be changed, because it simply isn't. Like a lot of these features can get reverted just like that with one simple switch of a button, and they can patch everything. So that's why you got to take everything with a pinch of salt. And I truly believe anyway that this is just a marketing tactic to make it seem like they're one with the community and they've listened to our cries. But at the end of the day, like you can just see over the years, they don't really listen to us at all. We've been speaking about the inconsistency on FC25 for all year round, and they don't really change anything. But what I am looking forward to, though, are the quicker passes, if that stays the same and they don't revert it. The one frame pass as well, just to add a little bit more, consistency and responsiveness, tackling being better. But at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is, because I'm getting old, and a lot of people that have been watching me over the years as well can relate to this, we're not wanting to take part in like a super competitive setting, like break our balls, like sweating out the game on a broken game as well. Like that just adds even more stress. We want something that is truly fun, that we can just get our teeth into and enjoy our time playing. Regardless of the wins and losses, just make the gameplay, the fundamentals, really, really fun. So fingers crossed that with a fresh game anyway, it's going to be amazing for the first month or 2 months. But I really hope that maybe this is a step in the right direction, but I don't know. I just can't believe it because of how EA have treated us over the years. But looking at the pre-order bonuses, obviously I'm going to pre-order it, but a lot of people are getting themselves confused. Like the Ultimate Team, the 1 of 15 heroes, the 1 of 15 icons, which is the new icons being added to the game. That's not a player pick, by the way. That's just going to be one of those like hero packs. So you can only get one of them, and it's not going to give you a selection. Like they're not going to allow you to pick between like Ibrahimovic and Ronaldo. They ain't that stupid. You're probably going to be getting like, even Iniesta would be nice. Yeah, I'll take an Iniesta. But yeah, I will pre-order that for sure. And the bonuses, you get some extra stuff on FC25 if you're still playing. But all in all, I don't know how I feel actually. Like I want to be optimistic, but I'm not an idiot anymore. Like it's been way too many years of disappointment. So I just want to just sit down and not think too much. Like from what I've seen there, it all looks good on paper, but I'm suspicious with anything EA do. So we'll see what happens day one. But if you've enjoyed this type of video, thumbs up. And whenever EA drop any more news, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. And it's always going to be brutally honest. Let's see what happens. But thank you for watching. Thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Peace.